So tonight I've participated in the Europa event, where first Angela Merkel had a speech, and then Ursula von der Leyen had a speech, and then afterwards there was a debate and talk where I participated with 3 others, and then the moderator, where we talked about civil society in the European Union today.
Anna-Kathrin Wind-Corbin ist also eine richtige Europäerin. Sie hat eine dänische Mutter, einen französischen Vater, ist in Luxemburg aufgewachsen, 19 Jahre jung und engagiert sich im Projekt New Europe oder New World, sie ist Volunteer im Projekt New Europe, ein dänisches Projekt. Und sie war auch Botschafterin für Young Europe und für History of Optimism. Also mit ihren 19 Jahren ist sie schon eine sehr überzeugte und sehr engagierte Europäerin. Herzlich willkommen.
So my points were that we need to involve the civil society more, and we need to build bridges between the institutions and the civil society, so it doesn't feel like there's such a huge gap between those things, and in that way also bringing the European Union down to a everyday life level. And also we need to remember that the European Union consists of humans. It's these humans that make the European Union. I mentioned climate at the end as a direct call for action for Mrs. von der Leyen, because we have been millions of young citizens on the street, and we want action now, and we want serious action now. So after the talk and the event, I got to talk with Mrs. von der Leyen, and I gave her the Young Europe's Voting Manifesto, which I also mentioned in the talk earlier, and I gave her the History of Optimism flyer, and I also gave her a paper from Nyt Europas stating ideas on how to involve the civil society and easy ways on how to involve them on all levels and have an inclusive selection of people involved in it. Then afterwards I got to talk a little bit with Mrs. von der Leyen, but also I went up to a room upstairs and had dinner with Angela Merkel and some other important people. Something we got to talk about and had a really interesting talk about was right-wing extremism, and both Mrs. Merkel and I agreed on the fact that we need to take right-wing extremism seriously. We need to talk to them, we need to involve them in the discussions, and we need to take them seriously, because the supporters of right-wing extremism are people who feel like they're not being heard, and by just ignoring them, feeling like, oh, they're crazy, whatever, they're not supporting this project, they're being confirmed in their own belief of them not being involved and not being heard. It's been crazy. Like it's been, honestly, I can't even understand that this has happened, and that I've been able to talk to them directly and hand them over such a huge achievement as, for example, Young Europe's Voting Manifesto. But it happened, and it was crazy, and it's been great, and I need to sleep.